Hi and welcome to my female rap saga of tarot readings. To kick us off with the booming success and just with a blossoming start, we're going to start with a Nicki Minaj tarot reading. And just as I said so, and I started shuffling my cards and everything, the Six of Cups fell right before I even started asking my questions. So the Six of Cups is talking all about, the memories and how you're moving towards, well, the charity too. The memories and how you are trying to kind of like recreate them, and how you're kind of relishing in the fact that you are to, still keep on going with the memories and still keep on going with your legacy and still trying to, move towards a very deep loving energy. Because we have after the cherries and the lovers. She's trying to, create much more of a loving kind of accepting space and flow. She's being very creative with everything. But she's also, putting up boundaries because just as of this week, she found that the person who was, making those calls, like the SWAT calls and everything. So she is thinking of how to end those cycles. She's thinking of how she is to put an end to all those cycles that are taking place in her life, whether be it, from her personal life, love life, career, things that will strengthen her, things that will, make her learn from the mistakes that she's been doing. And in a way, she's kind of learning from them because she is trying to, be a good wife, a good mother. She is being strong. She's taming the beast within her, and she is trying to I wouldn't be surprised if she has some issues in her love life, because in here she's looking back at her love life and she's choosing to walk away from something and choosing to close a cycle, but all is going to be revealed within a divine timing and within a good timing. Therefore, she isn't, trying to rush it anymore. She is just taking her sweet time, focusing on everything that is going to help her out in everything that she's doing. She is focusing on being compassionate with herself. She is focusing in nourishing and nurturing herself. And instead of just kind of like, I'd say, just pouring the cup to people who do not deserve it, she is trying to maximize the blessings that she's having. She is trying to focus on the good stuff emotionally. It's like she is experiencing heartache. She is experiencing a tense period in her emotional side of life. I don't want to get into this because I want to do a career focused reading. I've done plenty of them, but I'm trying to make one that is short and sweet. She is dealing with some heartbreak issues here, something that deeply keeps saddening her to no end, rather be it a tense communication, rather be it, no communication, or just pettiness and lots of awkward moments or kind of like tense moments that she just chooses to kind of like, instead of just focusing on those, she is trying to focus on whatever that she's going to lose if she keeps just going at it and if she keeps doing all that stuff. Like, she has lots of love to give, but it's always given and poured into the wrong person. And she knows exactly, this is a serious card. She knows that, like, no matter how optimistic she keeps trying to be, or she keeps, like, no matter how she's trying to hold on to things that are no longer are no longer serving her, she knows that at one point she is going to have to move forward and expand her horizons and just look into the brighter sides of life. Because right now, and I hate to say that, she is dealing with lots of sneaky stuff, with lots of, I'd say, tragedies, yes, in her marriage, or with a lot of just tense stuff, sneakiness, truths coming out, or her just choosing to kind of blindly still stay there no matter how hard the truth is, and no matter what is she going through and what is, the husband is making her go through. She tries to gain balance and everything, but this also is serving as a fuel for her songs, for her career. Is going to serve her well, because an artist thrives more, as much as I hate to say that, an artist thrives more when they're going through tragedies, when they're going through a lot, that's when they outpour all of their anger, all of their raw emotions on their music, and they express it through their lyrics. At times she be expressing it through the stuff that she posts or tweets about. At times, or just like gives us gives like the fans and gives other people us most of her attention, kind of like her way of just a defense mechanism that she chooses to abide by instead of just focusing on her feelings. Because when she tries to feel her feelings, she kind of rational rationalizes them instead of just dealing with them that way. And she tries to be diplomatic about them. Basically, she knows she's contemplating everything, but she's stalling. She's kind of like gaining perspective, or like being enlightened, and her senses are being heightened to just, she's being called out to just literally follow her heart and just do what is right for her, because this isn't good. This is only kind of like serving her ego. Just so she'd say that she's here, she has somebody and everything, but this isn't helping. She ignores everything else just to focus on that temporary feelings, or like those temporary types of happiness, or whatever she thinks that it's been given to her. But it's not the case. Okay, as I was saying, we're going to just see how is she feeling now that Pink Friday 2 is getting closer. So we're gonna see, how does Nicki Minaj feel about the closeness of the dates of Pink Friday 2. How does Nicki Minaj, let's see, how does she feel about the album approaching? She's planning. She's having fun planning stuff. I see her pinpointing some stuff and pinning some stuff down on a whiteboard, like planning where she's going to tour in this place, this, that, which song she needs to add, which song she needs to wipe out. I see her switching names in the board. I see her just being in her business woman bag now. She's not playing right now. She is trying to focus, as I'm here, like she's trying to focus on a healthy amount of just plans. She's trying to also like not neglect her needs and not neglect her body. She's trying to make a balanced timetable, so she can get some rest in between dates, and so she can still focus on her motherhood, so she can still provide her baby with time with her and everything. Like she won't just kind of like neglect everything so she can just give herself out to the fans. Like she has learned, this is what I'm hearing, she has learned everything like is at due time, and she has learned that the timing is always calculated, and everything happens within the right divine timing. Basically, she is I'd say that okay, sometimes she gets, I'd say, self-conscious, like what if people don't like this, what if they don't like that, what if they say that this is like too dark, or what if they say that this is too deep, or what if they say that this isn't something that they were used to listen to coming from me. At times, everybody gets insecure, just like have second thoughts and everything, but she is trying to maintain balance. She is spending money on plans and everything. I see her making plans with some dancers, or kind of like practicing some stuff, because she said that she is to embark on a world tour. She is to kick it off right after the album drops. So she is practicing everything. She is focusing on everything that is going to benefit her within this era. She's trying to work, like she is working, but she's also like trying to secure many bags. How does Nicki Minaj feel now that Pink Friday 2 is getting closer and closer to drop? She knows that like her baby is what I'm hearing. She knows that her fans are going to love it regardless, but she still like has doubts over some stuff. She still feels like at times she is kind of like crushing it, or she needs to be more disciplined about like the teas and stuff, or just how she approaches certain things. But at the same time, she knows that people are watching her. She knows that people are keeping tabs on her. So she tries to not give away too much, which makes her feel like, she's disconnecting from people, or like she's disconnecting from her fan base at times, which is something that she is needing badly, because she overworks herself at times, because she wanna, like, work. She wanna get the money. She wanna keep, I'd say, kind of like keep flourishing. And that's no shade, because there was it's funny because, like, I literally see her looking at some of Lato's stuff and just like laughing at it. This was so random, but oh well. She's like, I'm well established. They can't, like, beat me. They can't be me. They can never be me. They can only wish to be me. They can only wish to be me. And she is very wise. She is relying on her wisdom right now. She is enjoying her time. Like, she feels like this is not as much of a job as she thought it would be. She even finds it freeing. She likes the fact that they're finally going to be able to listen to what she's been working on. But at the same time, she feels like, I don't want to have to defend myself over some tracks I've chosen, or like over some stuff I've decided to address. But at the same time, as I said earlier, she is working. She's like planning stuff, trying to reach an end goal with her people and everything, the label, the record labels, the records, the producers and everything, the dancers and all that stuff. I see lots of yellow, orange, red, pink. Those are some colors that I keep seeing. I also see or hear that there are like 3 major collaborations, and if not, then there are definitely some surprises within the album. Definitely. If it's not Beyonce, it's Rihanna. If it's not them, then it's a male rapper. If it's not them, then it's a female figure or a female artist that people are going to love. It's either okay. So I don't know if it's something. Okay, so I'm hearing 2 things. Something legendary. There is also Billie Eilish, Lauryn Hill, or she's going to sample some of the most iconic songs or some of the most iconic beats. If not, then she is going to set the record very high. She is feeling very confident. I'd say she's feeling very much, like this is a grown version of Pink Friday 2, basically. And she's gaining so much clarity. Yes, she's gaining so much clarity when it comes to the album. She is feeling confidence in that. Like, she's like, I don't want to defend myself, or like I don't want to stand up for myself. After I drop that, I will let my work speak for me. I will let my rap speak for me. I will let my bars speak for me. I will let my lyricism speak for me. I will let my pen speak for me. She is going to lash out on people on the album, though. Like 100%, she is going to come for them. It's going to. I'm hearing like it's going to get a good amount of publicity, a good amount of money. She is, going to remind them who is queen. She's going to sit on her throne and own the title of the queen of rap, queen of hip hop. I wouldn't be surprised if there is some pop like records. Okay, so what I'm hearing: pop, hip hop, trap, something soft, something soft, something sensual, and lots of colorful vibes, but also a very classy vibe when it comes to some photo shoots that she is going to post, or that she is having. A lot of vibes would remind others of the Pink Print, like the Pink Print Nicki. So she's like, they wanted the old Nicki, and they wanted Onika, they wanted the Pink Print, but they also wanted Roman, but they also wanted the old Nicki. So she is going to give them a combination of everything and a mix of everything. Okay, so I'm seeing red, so maybe there is something that is in relation to the Red Ruby alter ego that she has presented lately. Maybe, because I'm hearing that too. She is, having high hopes for this album, and it is going to do well regardless. Like, it is going to, make her have a certain high amount of money. It will, she is going to get in her bag, but she just needs to be careful about who she shares her plans with, because there is definitely some people who are sneaky, and there is a snake in the camp is what I'm hearing. So she just needs to do a full cleanse of her surroundings and her circle and everything. Yes, she has worked hard. Yes, it will be nostalgic. It will bring lots of memories back, for her core fans and everything. is going to bring. Okay, what I'm hearing is like my only regret is me regretting the fact that I haven't done this earlier. But this also feels like a full circle moment. We're going to get, to listen to her, I'd say, extra charming personality, extra peppy, extra poppin', how she used to be on, like, in the Pink Friday and Pink Friday Reloaded era, and, the re-up. Those were the eras where she was the most animated and everything. Yes, we're going to see her being, like, charming, but also being in control. We're going to see, hopefully, a very kind of like grown, mature version of her on this. So yeah, that's how she's feeling. She's feeling like, it's going to be full of surprises, and she's going to take us on a ride. Like, she is going to let people hear her out. She's going to let her anger speak for her on some tracks. And I just would like to say that, she is going to hand them their butts, basically, within each some specific tracks. She will come for all the people who, she will come for every female rapper that has something to say to her. She will make sure to address some rumors, but also, not to give them too much of her time, or like not highlight them enough. But she is definitely going to, talk her, talk her shit, basically. She's going to do that a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if she is going to do some little, symbolistic stuff, but it's not going to be too extra, but it's going to be kind of needed for her to just gain, like, for her to make her star shine a little bit brighter and be like a little bit more polished. So she might need to do that, but I mean, everybody does that within the industry, so it's not as much as the other ones, but she's definitely a very powerful. At times she be speaking way too fast in my head, or like she be speaking way too fast, and it's kind of like her words kind of like get jumbled together at times. But as I said, her star will be, kind of like brightened, more polished, in order for her to, like, do stuff like that. So yeah, she's definitely gonna do something like that. I definitely do see her having a video where she's in water, and if not, then gazing at the moon, and if not, then definitely a dark serene type of vibe on something, black hair, something shiny. So yeah, this is how she feels about Pink Friday approaching, and how does she feel about it in general. But let's see. How will Pink Friday 2 by Nicki Minaj do? How will Pink Friday the album 2 by Nicki Minaj do? How will Pink Friday 2, Nicki Minaj's next album and fifth one, do? It will be critically acclaimed. It will do good. It will bring a fresher type of vibe to everything. It will set the tone. She chose a time where everything is going to be kind of like doing good for her. Yeah, it's going to strengthen her legacy. It's going to bring lots of nostalgia. But at the same time, some will be saying that, like, she's too stuck on the past. Like, she keeps bringing it up. Yeah, as I said, she is going to come for people. She's going to talk her crap. She's going to be coming for people. Everybody who says something about her will regret it. People are going to love it because it's going to bring up so many memories. And it's only right for her to do justice by one of her best, albums to date. As in Pink Friday, the first one. Yeah, it's going to do good. Let's see, how will it do? How will Pink Friday 2 do by Nicki Minaj? The industry. Let's see, what would the industry. I wouldn't be surprised if some people within the industry will kind of like, try to stop her back. And, kind of just try to burden her more with some stuff, some shady stuff that will happen behind the scenes. Definitely will drop some bags when it comes to her, so they could like stop her from reaching her fullest potential. But she's still going to lead and take control, and still going to, receive the utmost love and unconditional love by her fans and from them. And she's still going to take action. And, she's still going to manifest what is better for her and what is better for everything else. It will get to her head a lot. Like, a little bit at that time. but she's still going because there is some fake people around her. But she's still going to, let's see, what will it do? People are still going to be curious and still going to listen to it and still going to, run her money and give her props. But also at the same time, they're going to be like, oh, she changed. Like she's not the same anymore, even though she feels so familiar, but it's not the same. But at the same time, they're like, this is something new. She is transforming. Some people are going to regret, they chose her as an enemy. Some people are going, to love it. They're going to love it. They're going to definitely, be spending money to go see her on tour and to buy the album and, to give her props. And, they're going to be saying that she is the queen and she never stopped being the queen. And, yeah, let's see. Will it go number one? Will it actually go number one on Billboard? Oh, will it go number one on Billboard? As I said, there's definitely something shady going on. Definitely something shady going on. As I was saying, there is definitely something shady going on with dance. It's like they don't want her to break records. They don't want her to set the tone for other female rappers, and they don't want her to kind of like keep on the standard which is herself, keep on being the standard that she is. They kind of want to do everything in their willpower to kind of block it from going number one, even if it means pushing other people who are not deserving of that. But let us see. Whooping Friday 2 by Nicki Minaj go number one on Billboard. Because we know that, she loves flexing her status and flexing her placements and, flexing how she is always number one and how she breaks record and all that stuff. She enjoys doing that all the time. So let us see. Whooping Friday 2 go on Billboard. Go number one on Billboard. Will it go number one on Billboard? Whooping Friday number 2. Whooping Friday 2 go number one on Billboard. Whooping Friday 2 by Nicki Minaj go number one on Billboard. They're definitely going to watch the statistics. They're going to watch everything that is going to occur and happen. They kind of want I don't want to say that, but they kind of want her to experience another type of hate train, so that like she stays stuck in the past and she won't like break the record again or set another achievement. There's definitely like an earth sign man who is behind some of this. But there is the possibility of her actually going number one. It's just going to be too unfortunate if she doesn't, though. But let us see. There is the possibility because people are going to love the album and they're going to be like, let's do it for the culture. Like give her what she deserves. So if everything gets balanced out and all that stuff, and everything is done properly, then yes, she will get whatever she is deserving, which is, her living in lavish, and her actually getting the number one spot because she deserves that. Some people are going to be super dissatisfied with that once she hits the Billboard, and like she's too powerful. She has the willpower to change everything and anything, and it's still going to be like, this isn't finished and this isn't done, and we're still gonna do anything to kind of like sabotage that or just create a mess and confusion and kind of like chaotic energy, so she won't be able to kind of like savor that success. So definitely people from the past or people who were responsible for the hate train and all that stuff. So yeah, let's get one definitive answer to that, though. I'm just gonna be like, how is she always like rebelling against the rules and like breaking the rules and bending them, even if we keep kind of like changing them so she won't fit. And she's like, who God bless, no man shall curse. This is basically his energy. Like no matter everything that is happening, I'm a survivor. I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be strong, even if like I'm like broken on some other aspects, or like I'm broken with some stuff that has occurred to me in my life, or behind the scenes, or like some stuff that is unseen or no one knows about. I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be stronger. I'm still gonna give my energy and my passion to my projects and to everything that I do, because I do it for love and I do it for my fans. And if it's weren't for them, if it wasn't for everything else that I do, I would have been a bygoner for like such a long time ago, since like such a long time ago. So yeah, it will do well on the charts, even in though people who want to sabotage it, it's still going to do well. If it doesn't go number one, then definitely top 3, top 5. Her songs will overflow the top 10, the top 15, top 20 at most. I do not know how many tracks does the album have. I'd say a minimum of per se 22, 16, 25. Maximum 35. So it's a number between 15 and 35 or 40. There's definitely some songs that will speak about sadness, about some shock, about some stuff that she encountered in her life, leaving people behind, and then stuff healing the illusions of the game, like her flexing her status in her songs, saying that some stuff where she's going to comfort the girls, some stuff saying that like, I am your leader, basically. I'm still gonna be reigning here, even if like your reign is going to be over. You can be hot for one summer, and I'm still gonna be here. Like, I'm still gonna reign in there. So yeah, when we asked about the genre energy, we also asked about how will it do. So let's see. Let's ask about some themes on Pink Friday. What are some themes in Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2, the album? What are some themes? What are some stuff that Nicki's going to talk about on her album? I mean, I just said some, but let's get more into it. And definitely about how people try to outsmart her, but she's always smarter than them. How she always gets what she wants, or she's grateful for everything that she has in her life. How she's better than most of them. How even though they try to sneak this her, or like come her way, or try to just burden her, or just try to make her look like the bad guy and everything, she is still reigning, and she is still the supreme queen, basically. She's going to talk about relationships too. I wouldn't be surprised if she's going to talk about some family trauma or some family issues, or if she is going to dedicate a song to her late father. I wouldn't be shocked if she is to say something about her child too, about the past issues too. Of course, she's going to talk about her work, her craft, how everybody is getting what they deserve. She's going to be like fair and square with people on the song. She's going to be passive aggressive. She's also going to talk about how people like not everybody is as friendly as they look. She's going to give clues. She's going to be direct. She's also going to be strategic with lots of her bars and lots of her verses. She's going to talk about being left behind, or walking away, or somebody walking away and like never coming back. She's going to talk about some unfortunate events or some bad stuff that has happened before. Or she's going to talk about how she is the people's karma, those people who like went against her. She's going to very much shock the world with lots of her bars. She's going to create lots of mess and just like lots of chaotic energy upon like the night of the release, or just within the first week. And of course it's gonna grow louder if obviously they respond back, and if they don't, then they're just gonna wait for her to either clarify them, or for the other parts who felt called out and who felt like the shoe was fitting to answer back. They're going to fuel a lot like of the fire, like lots of her verses. They're gonna be like, oh, you definitely did your thing, no names were needed, or like lots of the stuff that people be saying online. Yeah, she's gonna talk about manifestations, or like everything I wanted I've gotten it. I'm definitely getting a vibe of a song similar to Moments for Life, and if not, then definitely like a 2.0. She's gonna be talking about how she doesn't need them to thrive off, but they do need her to kind of like revive their careers or to kind of like stay on top or stay afloat, basically. About how she is generous and gave them more than what they deserve, about like defeating people, or just like finally her growing and just moving on to better places and everything. She's definitely going to talk about a lot of stuff. She's going to be super creative about everything. Sorry for the noise if it's heard. She's going to be very blunt about stuff. She's going to be also very passive aggressive. She's going to address lots of stuff. Oh, she's definitely going to address Cardi. She's going to come at her and remind her of who she is and her place. She's beneath her, basically. I definitely do hear some out of pocket lines, but I'm also hearing, some out of pocket lines from Cardi B too, so I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I know that she is going to diss her on the album, like, it's just talking. Plus, I've already read on that multiple times. So yeah, she's definitely going to do that. Let us see what else for you guys. She's definitely going to address, as I said, some family issues or some family traumas, or people who kept talking, like talking mad ish about her family and everything. She watched everything and she knows everything, and she is using that as if well for her album, and she is going to talk about that for her on her album too. So yeah, those are the questions that I had, but let's see, how will the Pink Friday 2 era and tour, okay, let's ask, how will the Pink Friday 2 tour do? How will it do? How will the Pink Friday 2 tour do? People are definitely going to attend. How will the Pink Friday tour to do? It's definitely going to cause some movement. I'm seeing huge arenas. I don't know if it's like an arena or like stadiums. Oh, I do not know which one. I do see lots of traveling. I do see her missing her kid. Definitely is going to have a blast on tour. The public is going to dig it. What I'm hearing is going to come at the right time. It's coming at the right time because she needs to escape. She needs to kind of like unwind and just let go, and that is what she is going to do, because she's going through some changes and transformations and some endings that she's choosing to ignore just because it's easier for her to do so until it passes. And she of course grieves differently because everybody does so yeah, she trusts her intuition. She is going to prosper on that tour. She's going to give it her energy, even though she's going to be feeling very heartbroken and hurt over some stuff that she is experiencing and all that stuff, but she is still going to give her babies. She loves addressing the world with her babies. She's definitely going to give them the world, just how they're traveling around the world and around the globe to just see her. I see New York. I wouldn't be surprised if there is New Orleans, or if there is LA, Seattle. I think that's how it's pronounced. I wouldn't be surprised if there's also Belgium. Or let's hear the countries' names as I'm hearing. If there is a world tour, I do not know if there is a world tour, but I know that there is definitely a tour. Sorry for the noise. I do know that there is definitely a tour. Okay, so Belgium, welcome is what I'm hearing. I wouldn't be surprised if she has a high school on the set list. Belgium, Germany, France, if not then Ireland, if not then Scotland, if not then definitely the UK. She loves the UK Barbies. London in the UK. France, I said so. France, Paris. Paris. She's in Paris because in the Queen, as in picking heiress. She might have hard whites on the set list. If not, it's gonna definitely come in handy. She's choosing whether she wanna be having an opening person for her, and if not, she's like, I am the opening act. It's like this era is kind of giving Renaissance by Beyonce, because it's definitely kind of like a full circle moment where she's going to recycle some of her looks, and if not, then definitely is going to give major nostalgic vibes and major flashbacks, or like throwbacks as I said, she is definitely going to enjoy being on the road and just riding out those waves and just connecting with her fans and meeting other people and seeing other cultures and seeing stuff in a way that more would just meet the eyes, because she needs that. She needs to balance herself out like that. I'd say that she craves other like social contacts. She's tired of just being kind of like imprisoned or kind of like just saying to herself she wanna get out, she wanna go out and just be all out and about. So let's see, how will the tour do? How will the Pink Friday tour do? It's going to do well, really well actually. It's going to gain her more money momentum. Yes, she's gonna give the people equally the same way they like invested in her. She's going to give them the same thing. She's like, ask and y'all shall receive, and that is what she's doing. It's going oh my god, as I literally said, a renaissance, a rebirth. It's literally a rebirth phase to her, where she's going to glow and just have the utmost fun. I definitely see some gold or silver, pink outfits. If not, then definitely something in gold. I wouldn't be surprised if she has a crown. If not, then purple pinkish lights, her name written in some things, some visuals and some newer visuals for the tour. I definitely do see her doing something also for her country. And yeah, this is what she's going to do. She sees many opportunities and she's aware that it's going to keep her and her family set for a long while. Like, if she just drops this and does all that stuff, then she's definitely gonna be able to kind of like go on a longer hiatus and just enjoys her time and creates and make more memories and hopefully do better in her love life. That's what I'm getting to. I do not want to get into that subject now. I'm too lazy to do that, and I was doing so good with the Pink Friday everything. So let's see, how will the Pink Friday 2 era do generally? I wouldn't be surprised if she has some acting gigs, or if she shows up in some more, like if she is in like some TV show, or she has like that comic thing. I don't want to say that she might get a divorce, but there's definitely here something with contracts. I might do a super reading on her record label and then her Republic and like some other stuff. But anyway, the Pink Friday 2 era is going to be both a blessing and a curse, because a blessing, like generally for her, because she's going to collaborate with other people. She's going to be, like doing everything right and getting, the good karma and everything. But at the same time, a curse, because she is going to get triggered in some ways. She's going to have to end some toxic cycles. She's going to have the need to free herself from all the toxicity and all, like the victim mentality stuff and just the negative phases and everything that she is experiencing. And at some moments, her anxiety or her fear or insomnia might start kicking in again. Like jet lagged, or kind of like the time zones and whatever, and also loss of mental stress because of everything. Some reckless decisions, or like some gossip and bad news. She might get involved in some gossip stuff, and if not, then gets assets or something of that sort with like other people. But yeah, she's definitely going to travel and going to like complete the cycles and just have a blast and enjoy herself and get the money and secure everything and still be a motherly figure to her child and just enjoy herself and heal from the stuff that she doesn't speak about. So yeah, this is the Nicki Minaj Pink Friday 2 reading, which covered the basics and some of the other stuff. But yes, I hope that I covered most of it. And yeah, do not miss out on any other of my readings. Bye. Do not miss out on any of my readings. If you want to not miss out on any of my readings, then of course feel free to subscribe